Most definitely. The big boss at Rock Nation released an album this week. What are your thoughts on the album? I've been playing. I'm not even a hip hop head, Melanie. I've been playing it all week.
Which one? Which one? The Magna Carta?
Magna Carta.
The Magna Carta. I actually, I'm not going to give my rating yet because I haven't really taken it in. I have purchased it.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to it once, but I'll just be honest. It's speaking from you know, one area of Rock Nation to another. I'm stuck on the J. Cole album right now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that one too. Okay, tell me about the J
I'm
Cole. What are your
just,
thoughts on that?
it is,
I have a lot of
it's my,
respect for him.
it's my favorite album right now. It's
Wow.
all I want to listen to. It's giving me what Kendrick Lamar gave me when he
Wow.
released Good Kid, Mad City, and it's allowing me to actually not just not listen to any other hip hop. It's not really allowing me to listen to anything else. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just it's giving me everything I need. It's giving me things to think about, things to sing about. Wrote like practicing flows, and it's really deep. And I feel like you really get to know the artist through these albums, and that's what it should be about. I mean, J. Cole killed this album. He produced it, he wrote it, and it's a true hip hop album. It is a true hip hop. He sampled great hip hop old songs. He created a real masterpiece. I love this album, nonstop, start to finish.
I have a lot of respect for J Cole, and I kind of got on the J Cole train a little late, late in his first album. But I've just kind of seen him develop as an artist, and even the way he put out this new record, Born Sinner. I was just like really impressed by the artistry behind it, because there's a lot of artists out there that don't really put the artistry, especially in hip hop, the way that he did.
Especially in hip hop, and that's the exact. And I think that he really did. He took his time. He went back in the lab. I mean, we've spoken and seen each other a few times over the last year, and he's really been album centric. I mean, completely focused, completely dedicated. And it's reflected completely
I
through
mean,
this project. And he really did it right. He really, I think, found a place for himself, and all pop is dominating right now. He found a place, he secured it, and he's like, yeah, this is me, and people love him for it. So I think it's great.
well, that you guys collaborated in the past. I mean, he's collaborated with a bunch of the Rock Nation artists, but do you see him actually maybe producing a record for you in the future? How come you weren't on Born Sinner?
You know what's so funny? Let me tell you something. I know this is meant to be because somebody recently told me, I did an interview with Wrap Up, and Wrap Up told me that J. Cole talked about wanting to produce an R&B album, and
Mm.
and he mentioned that to them in an interview, and I said I would absolutely be completely 100% open to J. Cole producing something for me. I think he's a fantastic producer. We do a song which I was supposed to be on his album, and then after they said it was going to be on the second album, and then it didn't go on this album. But I can kind of understand why it didn't go on this album, because it's a different space. It's a classic record, but it's in a different space.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where if he wanted to use it on a future project or do something new, I would absolutely 100% be down. I'm just completely all about supporting artistry right now. And if I love the music and I want to be a part of it, it's a great opportunity for me. So
Well, you got.
um,
I mean, we've been trying to get J Cole here on the show for a long time, and you guys are pals. And I'm just gonna call that out there. I'm gonna need you to call him, tell him to call into the show one time.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm definitely gonna have to do that when I'm gonna be like, listen, homie, you gotta show when we KEMPIRE sometimes.
I'm just saying. I mean, we've had a bunch of the Rock Nation artists here on the show. We're going to have a couple of new ones come here as well, like Elijah Blake. Are you familiar with Elijah?
Alonzo and I actually we've known each other for a pretty long time. We've written songs together.
Wow.
While I was working on the F Life, we did a couple songs together, and I'm very proud of him and very happy for him that he's doing his public artistry, because he's doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. And I'm very very happy for him. He's great, super talented.
I'm so standing for Elijah right now. He'll be on the show very very soon. We'll